Hello everyone and welcome to the Sky Hero Academy. Today we have a new pilot, Spotlight, and it's none other than the new pilot, Boto, and I'm super excited because we've been waiting a long time for Boto to come out. He's the first new pilot of Acecraft, so there's a lot of weight that Botto carries with the release, how they're handling it and everything. And I just got Botto and I gotta say he's better than I expected. The general community consensus was that he was gonna be not as good, but he's pretty good. And we'll see this in today's video, so without further ado, let's get to Botto's pilot overview. First impressions and appearance. Boto looks pretty nerdy. That's how I can put it. His round, big glasses, his wide, innocent smile. He gives actually vibes, and which is not bad, but in his story and background, it is mentioned that he is 200 years old, and in the community, people were discussing the fact that he's old in the story, but then he doesn't look that old, and the personality and story traits don't really match with his appearance. But then in game, in the event or in the side story, they mention briefly that in turtle years Boto is still pretty young. And his epithet is babyface in the event. And he has a red cap, the red scarf, round glasses, yellow pants, and he does wear green boots, and he has gloves. So overall, he looks pretty innocent, not competitive at all, pretty laid back, which he is. And nothing really special, nothing really standing. With his backstory, they tell us that 10,000 hours can turn any ordinary person into a master, so you can only imagine Boto's level of shrimp expertise after 2 centuries. Always calm and unhurried, he's mastered 99 different shrimp recipes, personally cultivated 127 varieties of trees, perfect for crafting fishing rods, and traversed countless jungles and oceans. Boto is a slow to warm up yet steady and determined shrimp fishing enthusiast who has accidentally become a collector of odd knowledge while focusing on his search for shrimp. Now, with his sights set on winning the golden trophy at the Wonder Games, all in preparation for his ultimate trophy shrimp hunt, he's ready to take on a brand new challenge. So Boto, he's a competitive person, but not really. He's very laid back. He has 200 years of advantage and time to wait, but he has many accomplishments. They also mention his wisdom and how he accidentally became a collector of odd knowledge, and we can see reflected with the books and the pencil and the nerdy personality. And his sights being set on the golden trophy at the Wonder Games, that's mentioned due to his side story, which he's in hunt of this legendary shrimp, and the only way to hunt it is by getting the Wonder Games Cup. Why? You'll have to see the video about that. But this is Boto's backstory. Pre-feeling, I'm glad they gave him some substance instead of some other pilots, and he has a whole event surrounding him and his lore. Boto is a Nimbus sharp shot, so Charlie is finally not alone. We finally have 2 Nimbus as pilots, and we have options for the elemental trials. And I'm telling you already, Boto is probably gonna be the main lead there, the meta pick. Anyways, Botto, he's a male. His aircraft is called Steady Shell, it's white, blue and grey. And it says, since the line is already cast, let's just wait a bit more, some things can't be rushed. That reflects his patience, his slow rolling personality, and while he does want to do stuff, he's not lazy like Ryan. He takes it at his own pace, you know, slow and steady. It's a whole reflection, which we'll see with the bond of the turtle and the hare. Slow but good work is better than rushed but bad work. His bond is with Amelia, going back to that, and that's a whole tale of the turtle and the hare, with the turtle winning the race at the end because he took it slow and the hare rushed. Just as Joey is obsessed with drills, Boto is obsessed with shrimp. He picked up that hobby a couple decades ago and has been on the hunt for this magical shrimp ever since. And again, we'll take a deeper look into that with his side story video. His keywords are still, strong and rock solid. For Boto's gameplay, everyone thought he was gonna be weak, everyone was laughing at him. There were memes of Boto crying because he was getting hate even before release. Now that he's here, wow, he's very good. It's all thanks to his passive. But first, let's look at his main cannon, which is a soccer ball. It just shoots a soccer ball forward. As you evolve it in game, you get 2 soccer balls and then it gets stronger. His stunt is called Power Shot, and you shoot a basketball that bounces between enemies. It is really good to clear those waves with a lot of enemies on screen. As you evolve it in game, you get more basketball and I believe more bounces. The passive is the important one. Baseline shield. Boto has 1 green shell that slowly orbits around him. The shell not only blocks projectiles but also deals damage to enemies it touches. This shell is really strong. As you might see on the gameplay that I've been showing throughout the whole video, it comes in clutch a lot, and in later amplifications it gets even better. Later on in the game you might get down with 2 hits, maybe 3, as you are grinding because you're not enough CP levels, so you have a difference of 15k CP maybe. This shell will be extremely good for pushing high on the leaderboard and pushing high, stretching it as fast as you can, because getting rid of projectiles is extremely important in the game. With that, Boto might be top pilot for me. We'll have to do more tests and stress it properly and compare it to the other S tier pilots. His ultimate is Shell Dynasty. Boto will summon 5 red shells that orbit around him. The red shells clear projectiles, deal damage to enemies they touch, and fire random targets when their duration ends. When red shells appear, the green shell disappears. So the last bit is important. When you cast the ultimate, the green shell from the passive disappears. But anyways, the ultimate, as it is cast, it will clear all projectiles on the screen, and then you have 5 shells around you that orbit and block any projectiles and also deal massive damage. So you want to get up close and personal to the boss when you pull that to deal massive damage, and as it is ending you can retreat safely because the shells will just shoot forward and auto target the boss. Very good ultimate. Now let's take a look at Boto's amplifications, which are extremely important. His first amplification, Ironclad, restores 1% ultimate energy when any turtle shell successfully blocks projectiles. The passive turtle shells, the ultimate turtle shells, all will restore ultimate energy, so you can cycle that ultimate and get even more defense and even safer action for your game. Very good amplification. I don't have it, but we'll have to test it and see how it is in game. His second one, 15% increase on stats. His third one, Ironclad. This one, wow. If you can get Boto to Amplification 3, I think you're set. This gives an extra green shell and the orbiting speed of the green shell goes up. So from your passive, you'll have 2 green shells blocking projectiles and their orbiting speed will be increased. So during those bullet hell sections in game, you'll be incredibly safe. Some projectiles, and as you've seen on the videos, will save your life. Amplification 4 and 5 is just a 15% increase, and Amplification 6, the number of red shells from the ultimate will increase by 4, and you will start the battle with a full ultimate energy. It doesn't sound that good, you just get extra shells for the ultimate, which you don't really need because you block all projectiles, they deal a bunch of damage and then they shoot up, so it just adds more damage and defense. But where the most important one is Amplification 3, so if you have to aim for 1 amplification, do 3, then you can save your gems for the next character. And his gameplay, I also like it, it's more defensive. All the other sharpshooters feel more offensive, you're just going straight at it, trying to output more damage. And Boto shows us that taking your time, going slow at it, walking instead of running is sometimes a better path. So that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining us here in the Sky Hero Academy, and I will see you later. I have more videos planned, lore videos, I'm going crazy organizing all the lore theories of the game, Boto videos, Wonder Game videos, all of those are planned and in the works. Thank you for all the support, sharing it, the likes, the comments, the Discord talks. You guys are awesome. I love creating and fostering a good community. Thank you for all the likes, the support, the Discord talks. You guys are amazing. I love going into the game and seeing how the community is just very uplifting and very supportive, and they just add to the game. They don't subtract, they're not toxic, they just add. I hope you enjoyed today's pilot overview talking about Boto. He's still pretty new, so we have to see how he fares. If you haven't seen my other pilot overviews, please give them a look. That's pretty much about it. So I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.